Hello everyone, Professor Mark Dong here with Dragon's Den Self-Defense Academy. Today I'm going to go over the 4 series of boxing. This is a boxing combination that we use in our Krav Maga classes to help you develop your punching skills. You will need these punching skills once you learn our self-defense techniques, because you will have to deliver effective strikes to your attacker to be able to disable them and be able to get away. I always say your essential self-defense is your punching, your kicking, your striking, and all that, because that is what's going to help you get away from your attacker. All right, so enough of me talking, so let's go ahead and get started. So if you want, you can put wraps on, you can put your gloves on. I'm going to go empty-handed, so this way you can see the movements and the way your fists are supposed to be. All right, so let's get started. All right, guys, so we're going to go ahead and get started with our 4 series of boxing. So the stance for this, so depending if you're left-handed or right-handed, I'm right-handed, so I'm going to step with my left foot forward. So if my feet are parallel like you see, I'm going to take my left foot and step forward, and then from here, I'm going to really get into my stance. Now, that's the normal feeling, I guess you could say, of a fighting stance. So if I'm here, if I step my foot forward, now I'm here in the fighting stance. So if you look from the side, I'm here. So if my feet are parallel like so, I step forward, now I'm here in my fighting stance. So if you notice, my hands come up as soon as I step forward. Now, this feels a little too narrow for me personally. I like to base out just a little bit more for my fit. All right. So if you're left-handed, you will step with your right foot in front. Okay. So your right foot is in front. So if I'm here, I'm going to be looking to the side. I'm here. I step forward with my right foot. Now I'm here. All right. So why is that? You always want your power side, your power hand, to be in the rear. All right. So again, I'm here. This is my fighting stance. My hands should be open. My elbows are close to the ribs, and my fingertips are right about eye level. Okay. So right here from the side. Okay. So now we get started. So the 4 series is a number of 1 through 4, and if you notice later on, once we get all the punches in, everything's going to be left, right, if you're right-handed. If you're left-handed, everything will be right, left, left. Okay? We do this so this way it keeps it simple, so this way you can flow with your body. So we also want you to do some hip rotations when you throw these punches. When you're throwing the punches, also please to exhale when you start throwing these punches. And I will demonstrate all that once we get started. All right. So to get started, we want to make sure we know how to make a fist. So you're just going to take your hand and you're going to make the hitchhiker's thumb. And now the thumb just lays right on top. So the idea is I want to hit with these first 2 knuckles. This is my surface area. That's where I want to hit. All right. So I don't want to hit with these 2. This will be a boxer's fracture if I hit, and I'll explain that in a little bit when we do the hook, when we start doing the hooks. All right. So I'm in my fighting stance. So when I say a 1, that is going to be a lead straight or my jab. Okay. So I'm going to start with my left hand. So 1 will be a lead straight. This is also known as a jab. Notice how I'm also rotating the hips, and when I throw, I'm exhaling. Now, you can also rotate the fist. All right? So in Krav Maga, we're all about natural reaction, natural motion of the body. So when I start punching, it's just going to be really fast. My hands are at least going to be, or my fists are going to be at least 45 degrees. All right? But some systems like boxing and Muay Thai, they want you to rotate that fist because it's really going to expose the first 2 knuckles to help make contact better with the first two knuckles. So to each their own, you could do either way. Either way is fine. All right, so we'll get back to it. So again, 1, lead straight and breathe. All right, now 2 will be a lead straight and a right straight or cross. So the 2 will look something like this. Okay, so again, lead straight, rear straight. All right, and if you notice, all my punches that I'm throwing is right in front of my face. All right, you don't want to start punching off to the side because then you're going to start training yourself to miss. So we don't want to train ourselves to miss. We want to be able to hit the target when we need to. All right, so that was a 2. Now 3, left straight, right straight. Now it's a left hook. So it's this, okay, with a little rotation of the foot. So again, lead straight, right straight. Now it comes with the left hook. So to do the hook, I bring my fist 6 to 8 inches away from my fist. I rotate my elbow to where now my forearm is parallel to the ground. Now from here, I'm going to do a little bit of an arm motion, but I'm also going to mix it with my hip rotation. All right, so altogether, the 3 looks like this. Okay, so I'm making the fist perpendicular or a vertical fist. All right, now back to what I said earlier, you can do a hook this way. Only problem is this is leaving the last 2 knuckles exposed, and if the person moves back a little bit, and if I make contact with these last 2 knuckles, well, there happens the boxer's fracture that I mentioned earlier. So you can throw a hook with the fist flat or the palm is facing down. I personally recommend the hook where the palm is facing you or vertical fist. All right, you still want to make sure your wrist is straight. All these punches, you got to make sure you have a straight wrist. Straight wrist, all right, straight wrist, okay? So you don't want to have any bent wrist, because you'll end up injuring yourself. All right, so we'll get back to it. So that was a 3. Now the 4 is a lead straight, rear straight, left hook, rear straight. All right, so look something like this. Okay, so all we're doing now is we're finishing up with another cross or rear straight. So again, all right, notice how every punch comes back to my face when the other one is being executed, when the other punch is being executed. Very important. I don't want my hands to be down here, all right, because I'm going to be hit. All right, I don't want to get hit. So I want to make sure my hands are up. So, all right, so that's the 4. So once you have all this, then you can make a nice fun drill out of it. So now you can start calling random numbers. So it'll be like 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 3, 2, 4, and so on and so forth. So again, this 4 series of boxing is just a starting point. This is what we call a template. Then later on, we can add slips, we can add bob and weaves, we can add roundhouse kicks, elbows, knees. Man, we can keep on going. So this is just a starting point. So we want to make sure that you get this, and this way you can be very effective in our Krav Maga classes when you start doing your self-defense techniques. So we really look forward to having you really get this down, okay? So practice well and be safe. All right, so we'll see you in class. Thank you. All right, everyone, that was our 4 series of boxing. We really hope you enjoyed this video. If you feel that this video gave you any sort of value, please hit that subscribe button down below. We really would appreciate it, and we look forward to seeing you in our next video. Thank you and have a great day. Take care.